Okay, so this recording is going to touch on narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths. And keep in mind, these are all labels that we use, like anything, in order to communicate, in order to understand, in order to just kind of like, I don't know, have some reference point so that we can, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, why do we attract these people into our lives? Why do we attract narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths? It's because we're on the, okay, what's the opposing kind of person on the end of that? It's a codependent. It's somebody who's really needy and codependent, right? Think about it. INFJs, we've been codependent for most of our lives because we have abandonment issues, because we've abandoned ourselves, because we haven't recognized and realized that we don't need to participate in these toxic relationships in order to thrive. That's what's going on. Yeah, so we have empathic abilities, and I mean, there's so much tied into it. I don't know that I can really like cover like everything, because yeah, like I said, when there's a topic, there's all these like connections to the topic and sub-connections and subs, it goes on and on, right? But I guess my whole point is, if you're attracting unhealthy relationships into your life, one-sided relationships, you have to realize you have been a willing participant. And if you no longer want to participate or attract these people into your life anymore, then you need to realize what you're doing and make a change and shift yourself and realize, I don't need anyone to validate me or love me or care for me, and I don't have to go out and expend energy trying to hold these really toxic relationships together, because these people don't know how to, I don't know, create their own source of power, right? So when you have this needy person that's, willing to give and give and give and love and love and love and care and care and care, they're just like, oh my God, I've hit the jackpot, right? And if you're not aware, or you don't realize what you're doing and how you're participating in this relationship, then, that's why you go through what you go through. I've been through many, and it's kind of messed up. Oh, you look like a lynx, dude. Sorry, I'm looking at a feral cat. I don't know if you can see it. It's scratching. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, man, I attracted these people probably all my life. And then I'd get really, really devastated when they'd leave. But now I don't. I'm like, yes. Like this wasn't working out. And I'm kind of glad that you found a new host, and I'm kind of glad that I don't really need you in my life anymore, because I'm cool with myself, Yeah, really, really, how do I say? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, that's why we attract these narcissists, dude, and psychopaths and sociopaths. We're easy targets, especially if you're not aware of your participation. I mean, you're almost like giving them an open invitation, hey, here I am. I'm so like, I'm not able to validate myself or recognize my own worth and value. So I'm gonna project that onto you so you can give me this false sense of validation and false sense of love and false sense of care, and we'll call it a false friendship, but it feels nice in the moment because I actually feel like this is real, but it's not real. And that's why a lot of times, like, I think in my previous recordings, I'm like, we're idealists, but you gotta like start kind of like looking at things realistically, not like imposing your hopes and dreams and imagination on other people to create something for you. You need to create that for yourself and look at things realistically, you know. And I think we get gut feelings about like toxic people, but we totally like disregard them because of our idealistic projection of what we think we want and how it could be. How it could be is not what it is. You know what I mean? It's not. You gotta look at things realistically. You gotta like see people as they are, and you gotta like put a stop to this abuse, man. Say no, man. You know, I don't appreciate this. You're draining me. It's toxic. I'm giving you my all. You're giving me like, I'm giving you like 110% and you're giving me like 20, sometimes 50 when you feel like I'm gonna like wean off of you, and then you go back to 20 and I'm still giving 110. How is that even balanced? How is that even worthwhile? It's not. So that's my advice on narcissists and psychopaths and sociopaths, man. Just cut it. And if you're in a relationship with them now, just cut it. You know, and then I think like the more you encounter these people and the more you realize the reality of the situation, you'll get better. And then you'll see them like straight off, and you'll definitely not allow them to like take anything from you. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. Yeah, and if you think about it, it's really, really unhealthy on both sides, okay? Because you're enabling their behavior. You're like saying, yeah, it's okay, just keep taking from me, and I'll just like, you know, settle for your crumbs. No, they need to figure out how to do it on their own. And then, you know, if they find someone else to host on, then I guess they need to participate in that relationship until somebody realizes what's going on, and then they cut the line too, you know. But I think everything and everyone, it's completely valid. You know, everything and everyone has a purpose. So I'm not trying to say anyone's good or bad or better or worse, but we definitely, you know, choose to participate in these things, and we make the choices that we make because of the lack that we feel inside of ourselves. The lack and the abandonment, because we've abandoned ourselves. You know what I mean? And I think once you realize this stuff, dude, I think your life is going to shift 180 degrees, and your frequency or your energy is going to, I guess, be at a point where, you know, these people can probably sense that they just don't have a chance to feed off of you, and they'll go elsewhere. And you'll have a beautiful life, and you'll be a healthy human being, and you'll attract healthy human beings. Isn't that what you want? You want to attract healthy human beings, right? You don't want to attract parasites. So you are your own disease, and you are your own remedy. And you get to choose. Do I want to continue taking this poison, or do I want to finally take the medicine and get better? Anyways, I don't know what's going on. This rooster is distracting me. Anyway, I'm gonna like end it. If you learned something cool. If you didn't learn anything, that's cool too. I think we all like learn a different level, not levels, you know, we learn things in our own time. So if, you know, you're not getting it now, you might get it later. Maybe this information isn't meant for you, but if it is, you'll get it. And I don't have to try, right? You just get it. Anyways, blessings to one and all. Amen.